Hi, good evening. It is Wednesday, October the 28th, and it's time for my weekly Facebook Live. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Curvy Celebrations bundle that comes out on November 3rd. So next Tuesday, Election Day, easy day to remember. I love this set. I will tell you now, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, so I didn't get to play with it quite as much as I would have liked to for this evening. My husband surprised me with a camping trip last minute over the weekend, and so we were gone. We went to Mosquito Lake, Ohio. That was our first time there. It was so nice. And since I've been back, my real job takes up a lot of time, but we're still going to have some fun tonight. Take a look at these sets.
Barb is the one.
Hi, Barb. Hi, Sandy. So I think, Sandy, you had sent me a text the other day and I forgot to reply. And you were asking me about On Stage and the swag box. Guess what came in the mail today? My swag box. So, all right, back to the Curvy Celebrations bundle. I really like these. Hi, Brittany. It has, one is the Curvy Christmas. It has the little trees. It has some stars. I just love the stars. May your days be merry and bright. Thinking of you at Christmas. Some pine, some holly. Merry Christmas, a pretty bow. And then the other one is more for every day. It's got some ivy, some flowers. You're one in a million. Thinking of you makes my day. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Hooray for you. Made with love just for you. I like this stamp set. And then hello and some pretty birds. So I like both these sets. And then the best part are the Curvy dies. So one of them has like a filigree in here that's cut out. This does the ivy. And then these will do the ivy, the little flowers, the birds, and some extra little sprigs. So I'll show you what I was working on. I'm still in the Christmas mood. So this is my first one. This is on Shaded Spruce and then Misty Moonlight. And then I took a piece of white cardstock and I sponged it with Seaside Spray and then Misty Moonlight. And I did a little bit of the Shaded Spruce because I knew I was going to stamp the trees in the Shaded Spruce. And then I had to pull out my favorite stamp set. Hi, Debbie. It's still in the annual catalog, but my favorite stamp set last winter was the Snowfront. I love these stamp sets that you can build a scene with. So I stamped my little tree and then I masked it off, sponged my background, and then I just used this one little die, cut out the bottom piece here, used the Thinking of You at Christmas and put some little deer. So I used multiple sets in this one.
Heather Collins is on.
Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. The next one I did was just a very, very simple. The paper that comes with this set, we looked at it last week a little bit. It's the beautiful colors, the cobbler, the Shaded Spruce, the Sahara Sand. So I put the Sahara Sand down and stamped May Your Days Be Merry and Bright in the white. And then I just did with Sahara Sand some of the stars. And then again, I pulled out another stamp set that I love that came out this year, the Bright Peace and Joy. And so that's how I did that one. And then the last one I did was this one. I just used this Sahara Sand card base, the 5.5, cut it 5.5 by 8.5, folded it 4 1/4. And then I just took a couple pieces of the DSP, trimmed them out, and then use the holly and the little bow that I fussy cut. So this is the one I thought we would do this evening. And I'm going to be doing another Wednesday on this because I also want to play with the second stamp set. Boy, I can't talk tonight, can I? So for this one, like I said, I cut this at the 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4. Then my first layer that we're going to put on is 1/8 of an inch smaller. And my mind is not going to do math tonight. So luckily it's all pre-cut. So we're going to put that on. And then to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and I just cut these to be 4 by probably 2.5 inches. And then I ran them through the die cutter with the dies. But when I looked at them, I did the same here on this one, because when you use these die cuts, depending on how you lay this on your paper, you can get it without the dots or you can get it with the design. So, but when I looked at it, I thought, wow, it really wasn't popping the green on top of the red. So then I just traced it on a piece of white, Whisper White, and put that behind it to get those dots to really pop. So I'm going to put this green one on the bottom first this time. Can't believe it's going to be Halloween on Saturday already. Are the kids allowed to trick or treat in your area? I think Deb, my neighbor, told me about 70 kids here. Where we moved from, I don't think I had 10 kids in the 20 years that I lived there. So I'm pretty excited. All right, so now I have this piece. So what we're gonna do with this one is first I'm going to stamp in my sentiment. I already have it loaded on a block. And I'm gonna stamp that in Cherry Cobbler. All right, so well, when that happens, this is why you have Stampin' Right markers. There we go. Well, we're gonna cut that part off, so we're okay there too. Okay, so now I want to run this through the Stampin' embossing machine. So I am going to take my die and put it here where I want it to be. And I think I told you guys before, I found this Post-it labeling and cover-up tape. So I just take a piece of that to hold it in place. And then I'm going to take it back. Let me turn it this way. Just put that through there. Tape. There we go. So now I'll just bring back in my other stamps that I want. We're going to do the holly, and so I'll find my shaded spruce. And there's however you want to put them on there. Whoop. again, I'm going to pull in my Stampin' Nite marker. Oh, it looks like this one's running dry. There, we're going to dip it in the ink pad. I figure when I get this far along, I want to finish the card. It's not too bad. And then I pre-stamped and fussy cut out the bow. So I'm just going to put that on with dimensionals. Because I'm a farmer, huh? Thanks, Heather. I like my table too. I think you've seen this table. Yeah, same one I had at the other place. Looks like I got some ink on the side there. See if my sand eraser will remove some of that. Sometimes if you catch it, it'll remove it. Okay. I'm just going to pull back in my other card. And we'll put this right on the top. I don't use a lot of dimensionals on a lot of my cards because I do put a lot of them in the mail. And so I don't want them, I'd like to just put them in with a single stamp. There are some that I will do a lot of layers on. But for the most part, I keep it to this single layer, like with the bow. I'm going to also pull in and use the holiday rhinestones. This has some cherry cobbler rhinestones in it. Let's see if I can use. Come on. And we'll just put a couple of these on here. And there we go. There are so many different things you can do with this. I want to take the time and get some different cardstock out that are like rainbow colors and layer them up the card in all different shapes and designs, because depending on where you lay the die cut, you get that different curve. All right. So those are our cards tonight. Very simple. I will be doing another one when I have time to play with the other box. So, but these are them. This is called Curvy Celebrations, and it will be available on the website on November the 3rd. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, Sandy and Heather. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of the night, you guys, and I hope to see you next Wednesday. Oh, all right. I give up. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.